All right, today we're going a little bit different direction. I have been traveling a little bit lately, and I've also seen a lot of videos lately about people talking about how small amounts of money are not a big deal. So you see people making fun of, the whole $5 coffee, and, one person will say you can get rich off a $5 coffee, and other people say you shouldn't drink it or should drink it, whatever the case may be. But here's the thing. There's a book I read back in the day called The Latte Factor, and I know this is who they're digging on and making fun of. It's a guy named David Bach who wrote this book about the latte factor, talking about how, really at the end of the day, it wasn't about the latte, but it was about how small amounts of money will make a huge difference going forward in your life on trying to get where your financial goals and dreams are, especially if you're watching this and you're 18 or 20 or 22, and I told you that for $10 a day, I could make you, when you're in your 60s, 45, 50 years down the road, I can make sure that you were worth $5 or $10 million off small amounts of money. Would you believe me? Would you listen to me? And if you wouldn't, I want you to do me a favor. I want you to go to you call it a retirement calculator, an investment calculator, whatever you want to do. The best one, the one that I like the most, is on Dave Ramsey's website, where you can go to free tools. And then they have these investment calculators on their website. I'm not a huge Dave Ramsey fan, but his website's great. They got this great investment calculator. And you can start playing with numbers. And if you start off with $5 a day, which would be $150 a month, or you start off with $10 a day or $25 a day over, start at 20 and go to 70, because anyone who's 20 is probably going to live to 100. So you're going to want to work longer anyway. And you start realizing how these small amounts of money. So say, for example, you were someone who DoorDashed $10 a day, and all you did was get rid of DoorDash and took that $10 a day and started investing it, how much money you would have down the road, letting all the things in finance and compounding and how money in finance works. I think you'd be shocked. Now, you may not know how to do all that yet, and we'll teach you how to do that. I'll show you how to do all that, but you'd be shocked how small amounts of money will make huge differences. And the reason I'm mentioning this is because I traveled lately. And so I've been in and out of airports and watching things and what they might cost and the difference in how expensive things get now. When I travel, I bring a water bottle with me, right? I got one like this in my car all the time. I always have a water bottle with me. And what I've learned is pretty much in every airport in America now, you can find one of those machines, those little, there used to be a drinking fountain where you can fill your water bottle up. And I not only can fill my water bottle up, but I can bring a bigger water bottle, I can get more water, etc. Versus when you buy a bottle of water at the airport, and a small bottle might be $4 or $6, a big bottle might be $8 or $10, just for a freaking bottle of water. And not only that, if you get stuck and you didn't have a water bottle and you had to buy one, and you're on multiple flights, well, then just keep the damn water bottle, that plastic one, and fill it up and save yourself $5 or $10 every time. The other thing that cracks me up when I'm in airports is the cost of food. So if you go into one of those stores and you're just trying to buy some snacks for the flight or things on those lines, those airports now, they have you hostage and you're trapped in there. It is crazy how expensive those things can get. And if you were just able to pack some snacks, plan a little bit ahead of time, on a day that I travel, I literally could save myself anywhere from $20 to $100 if I just planned accordingly, which could literally be almost my investing for the entire month. I understand if you get stuck, sometimes you got to buy food or a book or something in an airport. But this always goes back to, if you're just doing a little preparation ahead of time, you can save yourself tons and tons of money. And these little small things add up over time. Now, when you talk to some of these other financial gurus, you hear what they're talking about. Obviously, we're not going to automatically save $5 or transfer $5 or $10 a day every day from our checking account into our investment portfolio. But what we will do is help you set up so that once a month, twice a month, every pay period. So if you get paid every 2 weeks, there'll be 2 months a year where you get 3 pay periods, where whatever that number is, if it's $5 a day, it's $150. If it's $10 a day, it's $300, and set up that automatic transfer. But going through your budget and finding all these small amounts of money. And I promise you, if you do this, one, you won't miss the frivolous little things that you spent money on. Like I said, I was driving by that damn Dutch Brothers, and I don't even know how much a coffee or whatever some of those drinks are. They're not even coffees. They're just massive, giant, horrible sugar bombs at things that aren't even good for you. And honestly, more times than not, You're not just buying the cup of coffee or what I'm calling a cup of coffee, but really isn't a cup of coffee. And you're getting a snack, you're getting some food with it. Before you know it, you just spent $10 or $20, $30 on something that one, isn't healthy, and two, is just a giant waste of money. But I just want you to know, it's these small little victories. It's the habits that get built up in your finance. It's understanding that these little small decisions that you make every day, one, you want to pay attention to those, because if you start to get into a process of making a budget, giving yourself an allowance and having cash in your hand, and then if you are going to do the Dutch Brothers things, you got to spend that cash rather than just do a swipe or a debit or whatever the case may be, it will make massive, massive difference. And I know, it doesn't seem like it, because again, when you're playing a game that you're trying to win, and winning at that game is 20, 40, 50 years down the road because you're 22 years old, I promise you it will work, it will win, and you will have more money than you know what to do with down the road. So if you want to understand how all this works, the first thing I would say to do, we'll put the link down below, is play on an investment calculator. An investment calculator or retirement calculator, they're basically the same things. Just one is your money specifically put into a retirement account. The other is money that's specifically put into a non-retirement account. But the numbers, everything works exactly the same. And so I want you to see how that works and how it compounds over time. And what's cool about the one on the Dave Ramsey website is it shows you what percent of the money you actually contributed versus how much money was the compounding over the years and how much was just investment growth versus money you kept contributing into it. And I'm telling you, you will be shocked and amazed at how that all works. So with that being said, if you're not sure how to get all this started, by all means, subscribe to the channel, follow what we're doing. We'll teach you these basic things. Like I said, I've got a nice list of 11 items that I know are the top 11 things that you should do. And if most people just did those, you would win. We'll put a link below so you can get to that list. All you need is a name and an email address so that I can send you that list of the top 11 things. How we did a video about them so that you would know what they all are. So they're not secrets. It's not something where I'm hiding information from you. I want you to, if you can, get me your name, get me your email address. We'll start sending out a newsletter so that we can start getting you information all the time about this stuff. But in reality, all you got to do is subscribe to this channel, go back and watch some of the old videos. I haven't been doing this that long on YouTube, but the idea would be to get you more and more information, cost you nothing. And trust me, I know what I'm talking about. I've done this for a long time. And if you don't know who I am, 54 years old, I have a real estate channel. It's called At Living in Reno, Tahoe, that we use to talk about all things real estate, about where I live. And again, we're trying to help you young people get on the path to financial freedom. It's not about retirement. It's about getting to a place where financially down the road, you will have freedom. And again, you're going to want to work. I watch people all the time. You're not going to want to retire. You're going to want to keep working. So just keep moving forward with all that stuff. And again, DM us if you have questions, reach out to me. And by all means, please do me a favor, like and subscribe to the channel. And if you're looking for more, you can check out this video we did right here. There will be another thing that can help you on your process of learning all things money and finance. Have a good one. We'll see you next time.